encouraging, say, proportion in the state. Number of entrepreneurs, both from the ladies as well as from the Jain side, have also come out. Therefore, and of course, the workers, number of workers, there has been an ongoing process of de-peasantization of the rural areas of Manipur, both in the hills and the valley. Number of people who have come out in the labor market have increased tremendously, and therefore there is the precondition for some kind of a takeoff is already there, and I think Manipur has already taken off. Handloom and handicraft has been one of the important consideration even during the colonial times. Silk industry was examined by a British company, but it could not fructify. Handloom sector was considered as a very important area, and exhibitions were conducted by a lady administrator, Madame Jolie, during the first half of the 20th century. Samples were taken to many cities in India as well as to Europe. For reasons unknown, although Manipuri handloom were very much in demand, it was not able to create that kind of a demand as it used to create in some other states. But handloom, because it's not a perishable item, and in the nearby countries, particularly in Myanmar and Bangladesh, Manipuri handloom, particularly in Myanmar, the Achik brand of lungi. Achik is a brand, is a particular category of lungi which was worn by the aristocrats and the upper middle class in Burma, and the Achik brand of lungi was used to be and still is being woven by the Manipuri weavers in Burma. But the number of Manipuri Achik weavers in Burma is limited. Burma is a very big country, and therefore one can think of encouraging our weavers. Practically we have some loom or the other in Manipur, and one can think of encouraging weaving Achik brand of lungi in Manipur so that it can go and it can supply the nearby, say, Burmese market. Similarly, one can do some kind of a market survey of the nearby Bangladesh. Bangladesh, Manipuri population has been considerably declining, but the market that the Manipur weavers had created in the Bangladesh market was quite considerable. This needs to be examined. And as it is, Bangladesh is also a very important textile producing and assembling centers of many of the famous textile brands in the world. Another important thing which can be considered is, as Professor Imphal also had indicated, we can think of exporting trained manpower, particularly the nurses. We have a good number of nursing colleges, and advanced East Asian countries like Korea and Japan, they have a majority of older population. the fertility rate of Korea as well as say, Japan is coming down, and therefore there is an increasing demand for nurses. Manipur University is particularly encouraging teaching of Korean language. We have already opened BA Korean program. Plus, the Korean Foundation has encouraged some of the professors to take up Korean teaching program in some of the schools and colleges affiliated to Manipur University. And recently, the skill hub, which is just been sanctioned by the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Skill, we are going to take up this program of encouraging this foreign language, particularly Japanese language. We are going to admit students who have completed 10 classes to be in this category of this skill hub. Manipur is also, because we can earn a lot of foreign currency in that, because our nurses, they have got command over the English language, they are very smart, they can communicate, they are very outward going, they are very helpful, and our nurses are very much known, at least in India and in some other countries in Southeast Asia. We have also got fairly good number of organic agricultural and horticultural products. We have already heard about the turmeric and ginger and say, black rice. Apart from that, bamboo and the bamboo products as food items, and say, with a little bit of more researches, the Life Science Department and the Biotechnology Department of Manipur University have undertaken a few interesting research projects in the different aspects of bamboo and the bamboo products. Apart from that, bamboo has been historically an important product of Manipur even during the 19th and the 20th century for earning, revenue. And we have the, just across the border, we have the paper mill industry in Chelcha. And Jiribam is very ideally located in order to explore the possibilities of developing many varieties of bamboo based furnitures. Recently, one Manipuri student who was trained in the National Institute of Design, he, in collaboration with some other industries, I've got photograph, he had sent me the photos. Along with a few other industries, he had cured bamboos of different categories. And these cured bamboos were used in the manufacture of sofas, chairs, dining tables, and so on and so forth at a considerably cheaper, but aesthetically very attractive, at the same time very much in demand in many areas of eastern parts of the country. And therefore, this can also be an important area for consideration. Now, bamboo can still be used as, say, Sri Rishi Kumar has just stated about the problem of packaging, because packaging is as important as any other industrial product. May I remind you that during the 19th century, the entire export from India, agricultural export from India to Europe, it was done with hemp which was available, which was produced in the, say, East European countries. But because of the Crimean War, hemp production was stopped, and it was because of that jute production was encouraged in many parts of Bengal. And the jute products was used for the productions of the packaging say industry in India. So similarly one can think about either say recycling the available products or the bamboo products, because packaging is equally important as any other say new say industrial products. And there are a number of things, because as on date, just I think it's a matter of 5, maximum 10 years that the entire, the small state is going to be open. All these highways will be coming, and big trucks will be say, going say off and on, say throughout the valley and the hills. So number of say warehousing facilities, assembling facilities, maybe I'm sure that the present congestion, the present increase in the demand for buying up of much of the agricultural land in Manipur Valley may be related to this trend of say land speculations for construction of say assembling and other say warehousing say facilities. Now, ladies and gentlemen, so therefore Manipur is in the threshold of that kind of a takeoff. It has, I think, it has already started. But for pandemic, there would have been continuous inflow of foreign currency because of tourism, because Manipur everywhere, because tourism, all the Europeans now, they are not interested in going for big hotels and things like that. They want to go back to the natural world. So I must say that we are sitting on mines of tourist resources, but for tourists had already started flowing in, but because of some other political and other unrest in the state and some other policies of the government of India, the rush of inflow of tourists, it could not come up to our expected level. But nevertheless, if the pandemic, if it subsides, then I think there will be plenty of tourists which will be coming to this part of the country, including Manipur, and we have a lot of opportunities. And for that, our university and many other institutes in the states, they have been training the manpower to meet the requirements of the increasing inflow of the tourists. So, and therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we have so much opportunities, and I'm extremely grateful that the MEO and PO have given me this very rare opportunity of meeting all the learned entrepreneurs and all the distinguished personals in on the dais to interact, to see, and also to say a few words on these occasions. With these few words, I would like to thank all of you once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, respected Professor N. Lokendra Singh, Vice Chancellor, Manipur University, for that brief Chief Guest address. Thank you so much, sir, once again. Now I would like to request Shri Kausik Datta, NE in charge, FIO Guwahati, to give away the vote of thanks of today's function.
Respected Sri Rishikumar Singh, President MEA, Dr. Ibohal Maite, Director CESD Manipur University, Chief guest of this session, Professor N. Lokendra Singh, Vice Chancellor, Manipur University, Madam Sonam Kasera, Managing Committee Member, FIO, and our Mr. Michael Acham, Secretary, Textile Commerce and Industries. In his welcome address, Mr. Singh has pointed out about the ODOP, that is the One District, One Product project envisaged by our Honorable Prime Minister. So he has said that how we are looking at every district and we are selecting a particular product which has got some export potential, and we are focused on that. Mr. Singh has also mentioned about the various agri and horticultural products that are available in the state of Manipur. A very important point raised by almost all the speakers is the packaging industry. It's very much necessary. I come from an industry. Previously, I was working with some multinational company where we had a saying like, "Jo dikhta hai, wo bikta hai." Matlab, whatever good packaging that you have, it will sell. So packaging plays a very important role in export, not only in exports but also in the domestic market. Mr. Singh also spoken about the request for a special economic zone or export processing zone for the state of Manipur. Yes, it is very much necessary to promote the exports from the state, and we would like to partner with AMIA in this field for representing this particular thing to the government of India. We'd request Mr. Singh to send his representation to us for this also, so that we can take it up at the higher ups. Coming to our Secretary, Sir, Textile Commerce and Industry, Mr. Michael Acham, he said that export is required for employment generation. Yes, definitely. It's a sector where a lot of employment generation happens. It's away from the normal, employment that takes place in a government service or a company, but whenever there is some sort of a manufacturing unit coming up, a lot of other subsidiary units are also opened up with that particular thing. So a lot of employment is generated by that. He mentioned that the state government is making a real concerted efforts for promotion of exports, and we are happy to say that FIO as an organization would like to partner with the government of Manipur in their endeavor to promote exports from the state of Manipur. We are also in talks with the state government for an exclusive export strategy to be made for the state of Manipur. Mr. Acham also mentioned about the various schemes the government of India gives for the export community, which definitely helps in your product competitiveness in the global world. So as he has already pointed out that products are going out from Manipur, but probably it's going to some other third party, and from there onwards it's been exported. So the export benefits which are available for you as an exporter, it's not reaching you basically. So these things needs to be taken care of. He has rightly pointed out, like, it's high time we look beyond Burma, or rather Myanmar, because ICP More has come up in More. So we are looking at beyond Myanmar now. We are looking at the Southeast Asian countries. As all the panelists, all the experts have already mentioned, that with the coming up of this trilateral highway, we can look beyond Myanmar and look at the Southeast Asian countries as a whole. He also mentioned about the quality of the products. Yes, quality is one of the most important component for an export item. He mentioned about a particular item called gems and jewelry. I think traditional gems and jewelry items can be a sector which can be explored from the state of Manipur. I really liked one statement given by Sri Michael Acham. Sir, he said that packaging a silent salesman. I mean to say, I think it's something very unique to me. Packaging can be a silent salesman. You don't have to speak anything, your packaging speaks for your product. Coming to Professor Imphal sir's deliberations, he said, ease of doing business is very important, while promoting exports, or for that matter any other industry. As he has rightly mentioned that in 2014 the All India ranking was 142, and it has come down to 67 in 2020. However, the irony is that Manipur still ranks at the bottom of the table, which ranked 29th in the table. He mentioned about logistics and warehousing parks to be developed in the state of Manipur. Yes, it is of utmost importance because specific logistics companies need to be set up, and warehouses needs to be set up in the state of Manipur if we want to really explore the exports markets beyond Myanmar. And I would like to request AMIA President Rishi Kumar Singh sir to also take this matter with the state government. If need be, we will be more than happy to help you out regarding this. He also mentioned about the Manipuri diaspora. He always said that, I have a product in my hand, but how do I get a market? Professor Imphal rightly said that we can always target the Manipuri diaspora living abroad and market our products initially. So that is one of the areas we can look into it. Coming to Madam Sonam Kasera, Madam's points, she has rightly said about the GI products from the state of Manipur. In fact, we also did a webinar session on the GI products from the state of Manipur during the month of January together with AMIA. And we are focusing on specific GI products. There are only a couple of, maybe 3-4 products which are GI tech from the state of Manipur, and we are looking to have more GI products from the state. And we'd like to collaborate with the state government regarding this. I think GI is such a specific segment basically. Generally what happens, all the state governments apply for the GI product, but that is not the proper way to apply for a GI product. GI products should be applied from the community. A GI is basically a community's right. Okay, it can be a community of 10 people, 50 people, 100 people, but it is a right of the community. Any unique product having uniqueness can be applied for a GI. So I would, in the near future, we'll definitely have some physical programs on GI also for the state of Manipur. Madam has rightly pointed out, like, if the product is unique, you don't have to go out to market it. The world will come to you with a right kind of product, with quality product, right packaging. The whole world is yours. Our VC sir has rightly pointed out, like, Manipur is in the threshold of rapid progress, basically industrialization. He has mentioned few of the components like transportation, railways, and railways has already come to Tamenglong probably last week. We had seen it in the news. The Imphal More highway is being constructed. It is the Asian highway number 2, if I am not mistaken. So this will open up to this trilateral Asian highway and up to Southeast Asian countries. Yes, definitely Manipur is well connected with air also. We have direct flights from Delhi, Kolkata, Guwahati, and there are efforts on the part of Government of India also, Government of Manipur, to link Manipur to the Southeast Asian countries by air. Yes, definitely banking facilities have improved quite a bit in Manipur, and a lot of entrepreneurs have come up. I would believe, like people say that COVID has brought a disaster to the entire economy, but I would rather go other way around, like it is just a blessing in disguise probably. Most of the human capital who went outside for jobs, many Manipuri people, many youngsters from Manipur who were working outside the state of Manipur have come back, and they are trying to start their own business, do something unique in the state of Manipur. That basically it's a reverse, reverse thing happening basically, and definitely it will, with the other components coming up, well, definitely it will really help in the industrialization process of the state. Sir has also mentioned about the handloom and handicraft sector. It's our target also to explore this particular segment, specifically, if not in bulk exports, but also in retail exports, by creating, your unique stalls in eBay, Amazon platforms, and Global Link. We have a session, technical session today. You can attend it. How to sell your products through e-commerce. Sir has also mentioned something about a market survey to be done for the Bangladesh market. Even though the Manipuri diaspora is not very much there, but he has rightly pointed out that the garment and the textile industry is huge in Bangladesh. We can take some positives from that market also and implement it in our own industry. A very important point that has come up in Sir's speech is export of human resources in the form of nurses to the East Asian countries, Southeast Asian countries like Korea, Japan, etc. I think that is a very unique step adopted by the Manipur University, giving training in the foreign languages, Korean, Japanese, etc. That will definitely not only benefit the nurses who would be going there, but also for the exporter community as a whole, whenever they go outside for some buyer-seller match or something like that. It will definitely help them. It's a unique initiative been developed by the Manipur University on Skill Hub. He has also mentioned about the agri and horticultural products. So I think the common thing that has come up with the deliberation is some of the segments like agriculture and horticultural products, gems and jewelry segment. These are some of the segments, also pharmaceutical sector. I think Southeast Asia, you can target the Southeast Asian market. It's a big market for the pharmaceutical companies. In fact, one good example from the state of Manipur is SD Stone Medical Devices. They have been doing a tremendous job in this pharmaceutical segment from the state of Manipur. And you can take a positive leaf out from there also. As regards bamboo and bamboo products are concerned, Northeast is hub of the bamboo and bamboo products. We have got the resource, raw materials available. The only thing is that proper research and design centers needs to come up. And we can definitely use this raw material for the finished products to be exported not only abroad India, but maybe throughout India in the major cities across India. Yes, another major important thing, yes, definitely there are some policy issues maybe regarding the tourism sector. Sir has rightly said that people no longer wish to stay in 5-star hotels and resorts. Now people are going back to their villages. Ecotourism can be a segment or a sector for Manipur which can be developed. You can take the example of state of Meghalaya. They have a tremendous tourism sector running in that particular state, and most of the revenue comes from the tourism only. So if this can be developed, village tourism and ecotourism, where you give the visitor a feel of a village life, that is something unique actually. That segment can be looked into. Yes, I fully agree with sir. It's just a matter of few years when you'll see Manipur will be hub for long containers coming in through Imphal and going through Moreh, big container loads coming from the mainland of India and traveling through Imphal, through More to the Southeast Asian markets. And take this opportunity, you look at the future and take this opportunity to develop these industries. With this, I would like to thank AMIA, Sri Rishi Kumar Singh, Dr. Imphal sir, Madam Sonam Kasra, who has traveled all the way from Calcutta, Michael Acham sir, Department Textile Commerce and Industries, Professor N. Lokendra Singh, Vice Chancellor, Manipur University, all associated with this, organizing this conclave, dear entrepreneurs, and all the faculties who would be deliberating on the technical sessions that we are having, and also my media colleagues. Without your help, it would not be possible. Thank you very much, and we look forward for the technical session. Do join us. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kosik Datta and E in charge, FIO Guwahati, for that very brief vote of thanks of today's function. Now we have arrived to the conclusion of this inaugural ceremony of Mega Export Conclave, and would like to thank everyone, the respected dignitaries on the dais, for your kind coordination, cooperation and support on behalf of the organizers. Thank you so much once again. Now I would like to request our respected dignitaries on the dais to please be seated in the front seats we have arranged, except Sir Ibohol, as we are all set to start the first technical session. Sargi mic simatang on tawbiraknaba ningsingjari. Mic number 2.
Hello.
Ngasigi Mega Export Conclave ki ahanba session, technical session asigi Chairman Roina Lingshin Biriba Dr. C.H. Ibohal Meitei, Director, Center for Entrepreneurship and Skill Development, Manipur University, da ngasigi technical session asi makacha thabinabagi damakta tulupna hangachari.
Thank you, Priya Lakshmi. Very warm good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. We shall be starting very soon the technical session 1, which is mainly dedicated about policy matters and various other policy initiatives related to the export businesses. Well, we have 4 distinguished panel speakers in this technical session. And first of all, I just would like to call upon the names of these distinguished panelists to kindly come over the dais. Mr. Rishu Gautam, Indian Institute of Packaging. So volunteers kindly just make the arrangement for the resource persons to be seated here. In fact, Mr. Rishu Gautam will be sharing. Oh, please come. Please be seated. On the topic importance of packaging in international trade, it's a very, very contemporary, relevant, and important topic for export businesses. And we have the second panelist, Sri Harjit Varali, branch manager, ECGC Limited. Mr. Harjit Varali, please come over the dais. And Sri Mangsatabam Imo Meite Niramek. He will be just sharing on the topic, a role played by Niramek in facilitating and market linkages in exports of agricultural, horticultural products and the facilities that are available in Northeast India. Yes, Mr. Mangsatabam Imo Meite, please. And last but not least, we have another resource person. Yeah, please visit. Sri Biswajit Pathak, Deputy Vice President, HDFC Bank. If you are here, please come over the dais and join the team for the technical session. We are trailing behind a schedule a little bit, but however, we shall try to get utmost good insights from every resource person, and let's try to extract the best from their viewpoints, and all of us could be benefited. So we will be just having around 15 to 20 minutes general talk, and after that we will be having the overall question and answer session. All the ladies and gentlemen, the learned delegates, kindly just make note of a question or any queries related to the theme or the topic that we shall take up after the end of this entire resource persons had made their presentation. Okay. I believe in this session we don't have any virtual mode presentation from the resource person. Thank you very much. We are just physically over here from different sectors. They are playing the key role for the promotion of export related businesses. So any business, whatever we in the domestic market today, we are to expand our businesses. And that way we can just make very good earning. We may be able to sell our product at a very, very handsome and attractive prices. And at the same time, we may be able to contribute in the overall growth and the development of the economy. And in fact, in a small state like Manipur, where we are having a good number of educated unemployed youths prevalent, but we know government cannot provide jobs to each and every one. That's why entrepreneurs are coming up in a big way. They are supposed to play the pivotal role for the economic development of this state. And it's very, very encouraging to see over the last few years, we have just seen so many promising entrepreneurs coming up, and they are able to participate in the global arena. And in fact, we are having learned resource persons from different sectors. They definitely will be sharing very good inputs, which will be of immense benefit to all the existing exporters and also the potential exporters. So that way, let's take the utmost benefit from this session. So just to move ahead, first I would like to request Mr. Rishu Gautam from Indian Institute of Packaging to kindly just share his thoughts, ideas and experiences, especially on the topic importance of packaging in international trade. So over to Mr. Rishu Gautam, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, thank you very much for FIO for giving the opportunity to me, because first time I am coming in Manipur in the as well as Imphal, because the northeast is the first time this state I am coming. Basically, my hometown is the UP Bulandshahr, and I have also worked in the Indian Institute of Packaging Kolkata Center. Earlier I was working in the Mumbai Center as well as in Hyderabad centers. So last 12 years I am working in the Indian Institute of Packaging. Before going the packaging introduction, just I will introduce my institute. The institute is the setup because of the packaging is a very big issue. So in 1966 we have set up in under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry and Packaging Industry Association to export the packaging, improvement of the design and developments, all things regarding the packaging, not a product. Our head office is the set up in the 1966. It is in Mumbai, and there is the testing and certification as well as the UN certification. Which the UN certification is the for export of the dangerous goods. That is the certificate is there for export of the dangerous goods, as well as is the coming in the future aspect is the we are exporting the non-dangerous goods, but packaging specification is required. So slowly we are going, as well as is the research and development is there, like as the coconut water and the shelf life of the products, and so many projects in going on, as well as we are also doing the consultancy, exhibitions, and as well as the publications also there. And we have the remaining regional centers is there, Chennai, Calcutta, Delhi, Hyderabad and Ahmedabad. These are the fully faces running centers is there. In that centers is the testing of the all packaging materials as well as the UN certificates. And except the Ahmedabad, all four centers, except Ahmedabad and Chennai is all center is the PG diploma, postgraduate diploma course is there, and all center are conducting short-term training program as well as the consultancy. And recently opened in the Vizag, in the October 2021 is the just opened the, and remaining two more ongoing project is there. One is the Bangalore is the under construction, and the one is the Assam is there, Guwahati. We got the land, but planning to set up the building and all things is there. And it will talk about the laboratories, and because in the Indian Institute of Packaging, three major departments is there, laboratory. So all type of packaging material testing laboratories is there, because we want to check the insurance that packaging material is under our specification or not, because that is the big issue between the user and manufacturers. And second is the testing of the dangerous goods packaging material. We are not doing testing of the dangerous chemicals product. We are just doing the packing material. What is the packaging material is suitable and compatible to reach the product to end users. And then is the educations. And Indian Institute of Packaging earlier is the postgraduate diploma course in the packaging technology. Now is the Hyderabad just starting the MS, Master in Science in Packaging Technology with association with JNTU, Jawaharlal Nehru University, Technical University, Hyderabad. And as well as the MSc in Packaging Technology with the association with the Guru Jamshedpur University, Guru Gobind Singh University, IP universities there. And we have also the diploma in packaging through distance mode, because those are working in the industry, they don't have time to do the full-time course, so they can do the distance course. That is the 1.5 year course is there. After that is the 3-month intensive course is there. Those are not interesting for 2 years course as well as the distance course. That is the physical mode course is there, 3 months. In that periods they are learning. After that is the training and consultancies is there. And we have the contribution, so many things, because I will not go on beyond full slide because time is less is there. So that is the overall 50,000 packaging professionals is there who already got it, the certificates and all things. And we have associated so many different government organizations and private organizations also, and PSU companies are there, like as Unilever, ITC, Dabur, Dr. Reddy, Arvindo Pharma, and PNG, and Alpla. And we have the some accreditation is there, because all centers is the our NABL accreditation. NABL is National Accreditation for Board for Testing and Calibration. We are doing the testing only, doing the testing, and all centers are the ISO 9001 2015. We have the BIS accreditation standards also, because we should require like the packaged drink waters, like as the paper and drums, all that such type of packaging material testing laboratory. And recently we have opened the another testing facility. Last 2 years we have just opened is the pellet testing is there, because wooden pellet is there. So as per ISPM 15 we will do the wooden pellet testing, and as well as we are also recognized by the Scientific and Industry Research Organization, and as well as the during the sea transportation. So we are accreditation beyond the DG shippings, and for air transportation is the ITA is there, because just I discussed about the dangerous goods transportation now. So that is the recognized by the DG shipping for sea transport, and air transport is the ITA, civil aviation is there, and few MOU is there. These are industry, academic institutes as well as the industries is there, and ongoing project is also going, like as one state 5 products is there, and we also request in the Manipur government to provide the 5 products in your state, so that we can develop the packagings as well as the training on these things. And we also right now is the one district, one products. We have developed the packaging, not a product. We are developing the packaging, how to sell and promote your products in this thing, and transport of the packaging of the pineapple project with Meghalaya governments. And bamboo projects is the Arunachal Pradesh, because they have just give up the project, we will create the all transportation packaging in the bamboo carrots. So please develop the design and development of the carrots. And spice packaging, and IIP also specify the all agriculture products, like as is the chili, brinjals and spices, all these there. If you will go in the APEDA website, you can see the specification just for reference, and this reference you can use, because this reference is for the export of the agriculture products. And then is the KVIC and pineapple is there, and as well as the industry project is also there. And we have also the international link, like as APF and WPO and IOPP. So many research institute as well as organization is there. Now is the concept on the packaging. What is the packaging? Because in the starting is the everybody is talking about the packaging. What is the packaging? Packaging may be defined as the meaning ensure the safe delivery of the product to the ultimate consumer in the sound condition at minimum cost. I think everybody is agree for this definition, because I want the any product. I'm not a manufacturer. I'm the user. So I want a one product in the minimum cost and good quality. If it is break condition, I will not use. So that is the important things is there. If, like example, we can say if my health is good, so I can move from Manipur to anywhere. But my health is not good. Health means inside. So for inside is the product should be good now, then I can move. Similarly, example is your product. Inside product should be good. How to good? Because of the packaging. So what is the meaning of the packing and packaging? That is the important thing, because so many questions is there. Ki, sir, what is the difference between packing and packaging? Packing is the operation related to any activity on the packaging. A packaging is the systematic approach. Means like as is the ginger is there inside. When I enter in the conversation center, so I saw the ginger product is there. One district and one product is there. Ginger is there. So you want to this the ginger packing. Each step is the packing is the primary packaging, then is the secondary packaging, then is the export packaging. These are the operation is there, packing is there. Packaging is the full process is the approach of the packaging. Means we will cover the all parameters. Role of the packaging, this is the facilitate the product delivery from the manufacturers to consumers. Means we are the manufacturing the products and our aim to send the product in the consumers. So it should be in the good sound conditions. Good packaging gives the consumer confidence about the product quality. Like examples, Lay's chips is there. Everybody want to Lay's chips because everybody has the faith that this chips is the good. However, is the in roadside and local markets is the so many chips shop is there. But we are taking and we are buying these things, but we are just little bit feared is there that this product quality is good or not good. But when we are taking the Lay's packet, we are confident that this product quality is good. And decide the fate of the products. Packaging convert a commodity into a brand. Package design will create a brand. Like example, you can see the fruit juice is there, as well as the spices there, MDH and the so many spices there. They are the just brand is there. Now is the Patanjali is also spices and all things is there. Sometimes packaging add a value. That is the meaning is the packaging is add a value. Just example is there. Is that during the festival time now we just give the chocolate. The inside a box is chocolate is the near about 50 rupees. If you will see the individually, this is the only 50 rupees there. But cost of the this packaging is the 125. So we are paying more than inside product cost because of the packaging. Because we want to give the gift to someone. So that's why we are investing the 125. So that's why meaning is the packaging add the value. Packaging avoid the wastage. That is the important, because so much if is the loose item is there, sometimes is the not proper packaging is there, so much wastage is there. Now is the government and as well as the institute and all organization is concentration to reduce the wastage of the packaging. Foods products and all things there. Now is the function of the packaging, that is also important is there, presentation. First is important is the presentation. It should be attractive and eye-catching is there. Like example, if I am going to in any mall and any grocery shop is there, they just display the product and automatically I don't want to some things, but I buy the things. Now is the concept is going on. As well as the protection. Because inside protection is required. Whatever inside the product is there, it is the spices, handicraft is there, handloom is there, whatever products is there, it should be protected. How the protected is there? It's the packaging is there. Like as is the handloom product is there. Everybody want to touch the product and it will after some time it destroy the product. So they will, whatever the things they are putting the packaging and display packaging is there. So just see and the kept there and accordingly they buy. And this is the preservation is there. Preservation is original color. Like example is the maximum northeast state I saw just everybody is the non-veg prefer is there. But everybody want to the non-veg in the fresh condition. What is the fresh condition? Is the red color non-veg is required. Meat is required red color. But after cutting the meat, this is after 2-3 hours is the red color is converted in the white color. But we should require only red color. I know that white color is a good quality, but we should require red color because of the mindset is there. Because red meat always good. So if during the preservations we will put the packing, such type of packing so that we can increase the shelf life of our product. So you can see that in the market is the shop is there, minimum 2 days is the shelf life of the meat packaging is there. And then is the economy, because cost is there. Where I can cut the, because all industry, all manufacturers and users, everybody want the economy, cost cutting. So where is the process is the costing? Only in the packaging sector is the cost cutting is there. Because raw material we cannot compromise the things. Like as any biscuit package is there, biscuit raw material is the 900 grams sugar is required. So we cannot compromise edit the quantity of the sugar. But we can, packing material and transportation, all things we can compromise because reduce of the price is there. Then is the convenience. How to use is, like as the grocery items is there. So how to use, that is the minimum is there. Now is the agri product is there. If you will see, go in the APEDA website, there is the corrugated box, side 2 handles is there. Because of the, during the loading and unloading, some handling is required. This is the overview is there related to what is the packaging material is using and how to growing is there, but I will not go these things because everybody is listening today morning. And now I will go to the packaging material. That is the important, what is the packaging material is there and which packaging material is suitable as well as compatible with our product. That is also important, because if we don't know what is the product packaging material is required for packing our product, total wastage is there. So that is the packaging materials is there, like as the first is the glass, then is the paper and paper board, plastics, metal tin, corrugated box and wood. These are the major packaging material is there, as well as the bottom is the ancillary material is there, like as composite and ancillary packaging, printing and labeling and pallet testing is there. Because of the transportation is the big quantity, that time is the palletization is required. And this is the right hand side is the image is showing the Indian packaging industry scenario, what is the expectation in the 2019 and what is the expectation is going on 2014. That is the packaging materials is there, like as the glass is there, because is the honey packaging. Honey is the earlier is the packing in the glass. Most of the Dawar's product is the glass, but now is converted in the PP containers. So that is the glass container. Most of the, like as the COVID vaccine, we can pack only the glass vials. We are not able to pack in the plastic materials and other packaging material because we are not able to know what is the compatibility or what is the things is required. So that's why first we choose the glass material for COVID vaccine. And later maybe after 1 year and 6 months we got the some another packaging material is there. So many is the glass bottles is there. Then is the metal packaging is there. So because a lot of packaging is the metal packaging is there. Sometimes is the value added, sometimes is the presentation, sometimes is the, because earlier is so much is there. But nowadays is slowly reduced. Now because it is converted in the plastic packaging. This is the composite packaging. Composite means, that is the important things. Because sir means what is the composite? Composite is a combination packaging. Combination packaging like as is the Tetra Pak is there. You have seen the milk pouch is there, is the one single layer film is there. But now is the Tetra Pak is available. Tetra Pak is the combination. It is the composite container is a paper, aluminum foil and plastic films, all things is there. And that is the gives the 3 months life of the milk in the Tetra Pak without refrigerators. That is the things is there. And as well as the papers. In the paper, different qualities is there, where we are using like as the printing paper and bags papers, corrugated box, plastic cups, paper cups and all things is there. And finally is the wood packaging is there. Now it is the wood is the slowly reducing is there, but most of time few things is not possible without wood packaging. Like engineering and all things is there, that big machinery is not possible without the wooden things is there. Now is the packaging components is there, because that is the important part is there. First is the unit packaging, then is the intermediate packaging, third is the bulk packaging, fourth is the palletization, then containerization. Because when we are the exporting our product from here to as well as overall international market as well as domestic market, so that is the part is required. Because we are carrying of our product, but we are not carrying of the during the transportations and unit packaging things is there. So I will different level, I will explain ki what is the things is there. Primary packaging means that is the, when product directly touch with the material, that is the primary packaging is there. The concept should be clear ki what is the primary packaging. Means your product is there, ginger powder is there, it is packed in the plastic films is there. So that is the ginger is directly touched with the plastic film. And plastic film property is important packing the ginger products. Otherwise, ginger products can damage and spoil and all things is there. So that is the primary things is there. So these are the pictures is there related to primary packagings is there, as well as the handicraft, handlooms products is there. That is the primary packaging is there. After that is we'll go to the secondary. Secondary is the intermediate packaging is there. Secondary package is there. You have seen the MDH masala, Everest masala is there. The outside is the duplex carton is there, but inside is the plastic film is there. So we can also use the plastic film. Why they are using the duplex carton? That is the important question is there. Why they are using the duplex carton? Because inside they packing in the material in the flexible pouch, but outside they are giving the duplex carton. In duplex carton they are giving the full specification about the product, what is the inside is there, what is the product is there, what is the calorie is there, what is the FSSAI rule, all things is there. So that is the secondary. Duplex carton is the secondary, not a primary. Primary is the inside pouch is there. That is the primary is there, then is the secondary package is there. Now is the tertiary package is there. These such primary and secondary, such type of the spices, MDH masala and Everest masala packet is there, we will kept in the corrugated box. That is called tertiary. Because one pouch I will move one place to another place is not easy. So that time I should require ki I will kept such type of 10 box, 20 box in the big carton. That is called corrugated box is there. And either any other things is there, that is called the tertiary packaging. Sometimes it is called as the bulk packaging, sometimes it is called as the transport packaging is there. And sometimes is the, you have seen the single packaging is also a tertiary packaging, moving packaging. Just I saw the examples is there. Like is the bulk packaging is there. Because if it is the retail shop is there and local market is there, small quantity is required. That time this is the primary and secondary is there. But when we are moving huge quantity, like example, I should require the 1000 kg tea. So will you pack in the 500 grams and 100 grams pouch and send it to me because I am staying in Delhi? So that time no. You will, what you will do? You will do the bulk packaging. Either maybe 25 kg and 50 kg, and such packet you will send to Delhi. That is the called bulk packaging. But this is bulk packaging is the primary packaging is also, because product directly touch with the packaging material. So this is the primary as well as the bulk packaging is there. This is the paper sack is there. In paper sacks is the tea packaging as well as the cement packaging and all. Now is the rice packing is also going on. And second is the metal drum and steel drums. All the transport is the liquid as well as the solid products, who is the compatible with the metal drum. That time is required is the kerosene oil and petroleum products. All things is the metal drums is required. Now is the composite containers is required, because our material is compatible with plastic. But I should require more strength. So what I will do? I will use the composite container. Composite container means inside is the plastic layer is there and outside is the metal container is there. That is the combination of the two things is there. Then is the plastic drums and barrels. These are all the bulk packaging. This is the primary as well as the bulk packaging is there. And corrugated box is there. Now is the next is the wooden box. Big one is the wooden box. And then is the plywood or flexible. That is the first left hand side is the big box bag is there. This is the capacity is the 1000 kg. Because of the some product is required in the industry is the raw material granules and as well as the bulk tea is there. So that time they such packed in the such type of bags is there. This is the capacity is the 500 kg to 2000 kg. That is the bulk packaging. As well, this is used for the solid product as well as the liquid product is there. In right hand side is the IBC is there. That is the bulk container is there. This is the only for the liquid cases there, because 1000 ml 1,000 liter quantity is required, so that is the how to send, that is the such type of container is required. Now is the pani tanki is there. So that is the pani tanki, they have given the outside is the cases of the metal and bottom is the pelletization this is so that they can move the easily. These are the packaging is the important, primary, secondary and tertiary. I think maybe everybody is understand the things is there. Now is the logistic functions, because primary packaging and tertiary as well as our ready to dispatch condition is okay. Now is the important thing, what is the things is required. First is the identification, what is the inside the things is there. What product inside is there, that is the any combination is there and is only single product is there. Then is the communication. This identification part will communicate. What is that? Like as is the Manipur, that is the bamboo is the main product is there. So what is the bamboo inside the things is there? Ginger is there. So this is the Manipur ginger is there. Yeah, Agartala ginger is there. Kohima ginger is there, and other north state ginger is there. So that is the important things is there. And information, gingers information regarding the who is the manufacturing of the gingers, so who is the packing the gingers, who is the transportation the gingers, this the all information is there, and containments is there, and protection is there. Like is the protection means, the here question is the what type of protection is there. Outside is the display card is there. Okay, this is the upside position, and so not in the ginger products, so all packaging is there, some display card is there. This is the upside condition is there, this is the fragile items is there, so many, this is the communication of the protection, communication, representation of the logistics. And then the unitization, last one is the very important for export. Unitization means all packets should be in same condition, not like that, see, one is up and another one is down. That is the damage conditions of our exporting is there. The unitization of the product is important. Similarly, that is the unitization in important in the secondary as well as the tertiary is there. Because secondary packaging, just I discussed, is the average garam masala. So they are using the duplex board. That is the important is the unitization. When we will this board, we will pack in the corrugated box, that time is the unitization is required. Otherwise, product will damage. Now is the export packaging, generally we are recommended for the heavy item is there, wooden box is there, and small items we are bulk packaging, we are telling ki you will use the separators, because inside some separators is required, and outer packaging the corrugated box. If it is the export quality, that is the fully packed is there, like is the bottom is the pelletization is there, side angle board is there, strap is there, and unitization, after that is the stress film is there. That is the full export packaging is there. Now is the last one is the transportation. That is a very important things is there, because I am manufacturing too much hard work on the manufacturing our product, and logistic guys, they are providing the good quality of the logistics, and packaging material guys providing the good quality of products. What is the suitability and what is the compatibility of the products, and what is the packaging material is good. After that, we are sending our product, when it will use the end users, it is the damage conditions is there. What is the happening? Why is this damage? That is the big important questions is there. Because nobody will take the responsibility, ki my thing, from my side, that is the wrong part is there. So that is the wrong part is that during the transportation. So what things is happening during the transportation, that is also important things is there. Mode of the transportation is the total measure is the four mode of the transportation is there. One is the road is there, second is the rail is there, third one is the sea is there, fourth one is the air. This is the four mode only the transportation is there. So we should know ki which mode we are using to sending our product. Sometimes is the one mode is there, sometimes two modes is there, because we are sending our product from here to Calcutta, and Calcutta to by sea and by air. Either we are sending to Imphal airport and sending by air. So that is the, you should know what is the mode of the transportation is there. And during the transportation, what type of hazards is there, that is also important is there. First one is the mechanical hazards. I will explain one by one what is the mechanical hazards. Sir, little bit time is required, just time, that is the more important is there. Sorry sir. And second is the environmental hazards is there. Third one is the biological hazards is there. This is the type of hazards is there. I will explain that hazards these things. The hazards may occur. such type of hazards, why occurs? That is the important things is there. First is that during loading and unloading, because that is the important part ki we are loading our product and how much times is loading and unloading. That is the important things is there. Second is that during movement inside the vehicle. Third one is the warehouse, how we are keeping our product in the warehouse. And due to the climates, that is also important things is there. Mechanical hazards is these are the parameters is there: drop, vibration, inclined impact, stack load, rolling and compression. These are the parameters is required. But last my 12 years experience is there. If I observed is there, if your product is passed in the drop test, 90% chance your product always safe to end the consumers is there. But we are not able to drop our products. So that is the important things is there. For drop test is the important things is what is the height is choose. So I will go to one by one all test is there. Like is the vibration is there. So vibration is the during the transportation so much vibration is there. But we don't know. Sometimes the road condition is not good. Sometimes road condition is good. So constant vibration is there. Sometimes the toll plaza is there, so some zigzag path is there, and as well as the during the sea transportation and air transportation, landing and take over the things is there. That time is the vibration is there. But adverse is the indistant, because we are doing the vibration test, but sometimes we don't know without the specification. As per Indian standard IS 7028 giving the guideline, the amplitude is 1 inch, frequency is 180 cycle per minute, means 3 hertz is there, and 1 hour. And when we will do the 1 hour vibration, after 1 hour you will observe ki what is the happening inside. And that is the 1 hour is the approximate 1000 kilometers journey is there. Just I saw the video for these things, vibration, because I will not go sir more video, just only simple vibration machine is there. If we will do vibration such like this, 1 hour is the approximate is the 1000 kilometers. It's not required. Party is sending the sample to our laboratory. We are doing the testing is the vibration and see any impact is there because of the 1 hour time and 2 hour times is there. Second is the rolling test is there. What is the rolling means is the our if packet is weight is the 10 kg is there, so easily I can move. If its weight is the 20 kg and 50 kg, one person I am not able to move. That time I should require the rolling, because if I am single, so I cannot move. So what I will do, I will do the roll. But rolling, that time is, I don't know which side I will roll. That is the important, because that person, they don't know what is the rolling side is there. So that by standard is saying all faces you will do the roll. Total 20 roll you will do, lengthwise 7, widthwise 7 and heightwise 6. That is the things is there. After you will get the observation, because all side is rolling is there. Then is the inclined impact. What is the inclined impact during the transportation? I am going to my car, suddenly I take the brake. What happened? I will just put up the forward direction. That is the inclined impact is there. The same concept we are doing in the laboratory, transportation is the inclined impact is there. That is the trolley is there, that is the impact is the 8 kilometer per hour is there. All 6 phase we will cover. That is the important things is the standard. Standard is saying all 6 phase you cover, because during the transportation we don't know what is the phase is there, because when we are telling ki it should be top side is there, but that guy is put up the bottom side, what will do? We are not able to change, na? But that is the up to end use, it is the damage is there, no use is there. Then is the drop test is there. In standard is saying ki you will do the 10 drops in a one box. You can imagine ki one box is there, when we will do 10 times drops, what is the happening? That is the things is there. So similarly, they have decided in the all IS 170 ki how much drops is required. Now is the height is important. Ki what is the height is there? If weight is 0 to 10 kg, as per standard, they are telling ki you should will use the 105, 1 meter 5 centimeter. 105 centimeter height you will use. If weight will increase, height can decrease. That is the concept is there, because when weight will increase, so we are not able to pull out the package. That's why the 10 kg we can pull up to here, but 25 kg and 50 kg we are not pull so much distance. That's why they have decided what is the height is required. 20 to 25 is the 90 centimeter, 25 to 125 is the 75, as well as weight will increase, height will decrease. But at last, my observation, this is not any documented and this there, if any product is there, I don't know what is the height is there. So we can use the 1 to 1.2 meter height. This is the standard height as my concept is there, not is the any written is there, sir.
Okay.
That's the only one term. Like example, Bijleri bottle is there. If you will drop in 1.2 meter height, it will not open. If it is open, so that company is not maintaining the standards, because in Bijleri bottle is the
It's already crossed
I
so
know.
much of time.
This
Kindly
the
just
standard
stick
is
to
there,
that.
IS 14543. This standard saying if you will drop this bottle from 1.2 meter height, it will not open. If water will come outside, that means this Bijleri bottle is not maintaining the standard. That is the things is there. So everything is the given in the standards is there. Now is the stack load and compression test is there. So last slide is there, just a few more. Compression and station is important is there. What is the meaning is the compression strength and stack load. Compression strength, just example, because I just prepared myself is there. Maybe I will wrong, just to clarify. One weight lifter is there. They will pull up the weight, 120 kg. How much time? 1 second, 2 seconds and 3 seconds. But if I will give the 20 kg weight, they can pull up to 24 hours, 10 hours, 8 hours, but 120 kg they cannot pull 1 hour. So 120 kg is the compression strength of the box and any containers. That is the means this container sustain 120 kg. But we cannot pack in the 120 kg. We can pack the 10 kg and 20 kg, whatever things. That is the 120 kg is the compression strength is there. And stack load is the inside the box is the 10 kg is the, that is the stack load is there. Now is the important how to calculate the stack load. One is the formula is there, because one formula is the W is the gross weight is there, bracket capital H. As per standard is height is the 3 meter. But we in warehouse we are not using the 3 meter height. Justly hardly we are using the 1 meter height and 2 meter height maximum. But standard is saying you will use the always 3 meter, because of the they are thinking about the safe side is there. But that is the formula is there. Another one is the logical example is there. How much box is there? Like example 10 box is there. In bottom box how much weight is there? So total 9 box weight you can calculate. This is the 9 weight box will come in the bottom box. So you can calculate the stack load. And stack load is saying ki deflection only 5 mm. Not more than 5 mm. If deflection is more than 5 mm, that time is the required to improve the product. Like example, you have seen this bottle packaging box. This is the one-time box used is there. But when we will use the same box in the another packaging material, no meaning is there. But in case of the laptop, just Amazon and Flipkart, we are calling the laptop box. That box is coming 1 year, 2 years, we are using many times because of the quality of the box. Bijleri box quality is not good and laptop box quality is good. That is the important. That's why is the things is there. Now is the environmental hazards is there. Means what is that? Like today I am manufacturing my product. What is the condition? 35 and 32 is temperature is there. But here less humidity is there. But that product will reach in Calcutta and Mumbai. That is the so much humidity is there. So that is the, we will mention the humidity and temperature. Ki this product should be constant all over environment is there. As well as oxygen and all things is there. Sand and dust is there. And biological hazards is there. So means biological hazards, rodent insects is a warehouse. Because biological hazards in the warehouse is there and fungus is, now is the stop is there. Sir, if you will permit the more I can go, otherwise stop is there.
Thank you so much, because we know the packaging as such is a very, very important area, and people can have a study for 2 years as a course. So that's why I know you have ample things to be shared with but whatever you have shared is quite comprehensive. And in fact, we can just keep whatever is the queries, questions, anything for the discussion after the end of the other presenters too. So thank you very much, Mr. Gautam, for sharing such a comprehensive ideas about the packaging, starting from the primary, secondary, and tertiary. And because of the various types of packaging, you can make so much of differences in the product by way of using a polypack or a tetra pack and so on and so forth, and for the transport and various other. In fact, packaging can be an important component for many of the manufacturers of the items. But at the same time, packaging can also be taken up as an entrepreneurial venture, providing a whole lot of packaging solutions to any of the food processing units or any of the manufacturing items. So that's why, especially for the state of Manipur, I believe that there is a good opportunity for the packaging as an industry too. So that's why we can align any of the things. Say for instance, take the example of a pineapple. Can you just make this pineapple available across the globe or across the country? In fact, the Alfonso mango is available. Even you can buy it from Amazon or any other, this one online portal. Why not our pineapples available on the online portal? If it is available, then what could be the right kind of a packaging for transporting all such kind of a thing? That's a very, very important area which I just would like to draw the attention for any of the manufacturer, marketers, or traders, or in fact from the packaging specialists. So it will be very, very pertinent if we have short-term courses on packaging for the young entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs. I think it will be of immense benefit. Thank you so much, Mr. Gautam, for highlighting all such kind of a thing. We will be just coming back to you after the end of the other presenters for more clarification and the practical insight. Yes, next I call upon Mr. Harjit Varali, branch manager, ECGC. Okay. Mr. Barali will be sharing on the role of ECGC Limited and the importance of insurance in exports. Because exporting, sending the items, huge amount of money, then if it is broken or lost, then what could be the fate of the exporter? That's why ECGC is playing an important role to make assure about the probable losses or any other benefits the exporter may be getting from this kind of a organization. So let's try to get more understanding from the ECGC services. So over to Sri Harjit Barali, please.
Very good afternoon to the dignitaries and the participants. I am Harjit from ECGC. If you are not aware, ECGC was formerly known as Export Credit Guarantee Corporation, and it was established in the year 1957. So I'll just give a brief description of what ECGC is doing and what is our role in promoting Indian exports. So for doing exports, what is the first thing you'll be needing is the finance. And the finance can be from your own pockets, or it can be availed as a loan from the banks. So the export finance is of two types. One is first shipment, pre-shipment. The other is post-shipment. Pre-shipment means the loan required for purchase of raw materials and other resources for the manufacturing of the product. And the post-shipment is the payment that you will be getting from the buyer after your goods has been delivered. So in this pre-shipment, what is seen that the rate of loan is actually lesser than what the rate of interest is lesser in exports compared to the personal loans and other home loans. So the risk involved, like in case you are not able to pay the loan back to the bank, the risk is borne by bank. Again, the risk is transferred to ECGC via our ECGC ECIB covers. So all public sector banks are covered by ECGC. So in case the exporters are not able to make the payment to the bank, ECGC is compensating the banks. Next, the post-shipment. Post-shipment, as I have told, the payment that you will be getting from the buyers after the shipment has been made. So that is, again, it is of two types: discounting of bills and collection of bills. Discounting means if you have made the shipment and within 21 days of shipment you have to deposit your export bills, export documents to the bank, and the bank will make the payment from their own pockets to you. And when the payment from the buyer comes, the bank will take the payment. In that case, the risk is borne by the bank because they are making the payment from their own pockets, and the risk is on the buyer. So that risk is borne by ECGC through our ECIB covers. And again, the collection of bills. In this collection of bills, as soon as the payment comes from the buyer, then only the manufacturer or the exporter will be getting the payment. In this case, the risk is borne by the exporter, and that is also covered by ECGC under our policy covers. So our covers are of 6 types: factoring, SCR, SEC policies, that is for exporters whose turnover is less than 5 crores. MBP, these are for big exporters. SSP, BWP, these are all buyer-wise and shipment-wise also can be covered. Services, we are offering this credit covers for services exports, and consignment exports are also covered by ECGC. So the political risks covered. So first thing is the contract cancellation. After the shipment has been made, something happened, or if there is any foreign exchange fluctuation, any war risk is there, or the diversion of voice, or any import restriction, after the shipment has been made, the losses incurred will be borne by ECGC. So the commercial risk, you have made the shipment, and after making the shipment, the buyer is not taking your calls, or he is not able to make the payment, or repudiation means after the shipment has been made, the buyer says that he won't be able to take the delivery of the goods. So in that all these cases, whatever the losses incurred, the shipping charges, that will be borne by ECGC. The process flow, first the policy will be issued, then for each buyer you have to submit a CLA application, that will be credit limit application. So if the buyer is credit worthy, then we will give the coverage. Then on monthly basis, what are the shipments you have made to the exporter, that you have to submit. So in case something happened after the shipment has been made, the losses can be like the buyer is not able to make the payment, or he is repudiating, like he says that he is not able to take delivery of the goods. So in that case, what we will do? Either you will find an alternate buyer or bring back the goods to India. So while bringing back the goods to India, if it is perishable good, like vegetables or fresh vegetables, so whatever that cannot be taken back to India, the losses incurred will be covered. And again, if it is non-perishable goods like handloom, textile, so in that case, since the goods can be brought back to India, the shipping charges, that will be paid to the exporter. So we have a buyer underwriting department. So based on the financial business ability, transactional behavior, and whether the buyer is real or credit worthy, that is done by CAC. So it is like a credit score, like a CIBIL score for borrowers in banks. So we are having a buyer underwriting scorecard for all the buyers all over the world. The country underwriting department we are having. So we are classifying the countries based on 7 categories. A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, and D. So the A1 states for the insignificant risk, and D for the high risk countries. So this is the world map, and we have classified these countries. As you can see, there are 7 colors. The green ones are the ones where you can export easily, and countries marked in red and maroon color, these are high risk countries. So this list is actually updated every quarter, and as and when there is any changes in the political behavior of the countries. Risks not covered, like commercial disputes, like quality. So every person has a different perception about quality. So if like documentation can be done, then if documentation proof can be given that the quality is good, then a claim can be considered. Excess fluctuation, insolvency of the exporter, like if it is the fault of the exporter for which the losses happen, then it is not covered. Loss or damage, that is covered by general insurance, that is not covered. The important documents for our claim processing, As you can see, the contract order invoice, bill of lading, that is the bill, non-payment advice from the foreign banks. The first thing is, when we are doing any export, the bank has to be there as a middleman. Like the documentation part has to be go through bank, then only we can give coverage. The exclusions permitted like advance payment terms in which there is no risk, shipment to overseas associates, consignment terms, the exports done on consignment basis that have a separate policy base. Then shipments based on LC terms that can be avoided. Also our premium rates that is actually depends on the country and the terms of payment. If it is a high risk country, the premium will be more. If it is a less risk country, the premium will be less. And also on the credit terms, if it is cash on delivery, or then the premium will be less. If you are giving like 90 days credit, the premium will be more. And the thing is, we are not covering shipments that goes under open delivery in terms of payment. Like if the documentation part is not done by bank, that we are not able to give coverage. And these are the business that we have covered last year. For two exports to USA, around 38,400 crores was covered. Like you can see, UK 13,000 crores, Germany 11,000 crores. All these exports were covered by us last year. The major industries supported, we are supporting all types of industries, but based on what we have supported last year, engineering goods around 39,000 crores, cotton and textiles and R&D products 32,000 crores, chemical and pharmaceuticals 30,000 crores. So all these types of industries were supported by us for exports. I think this is it, because my description is short and simple. So if you want to know anything more, you can just contact us at our office email ID, guwahati@ecgc.in. So we have only one sub-office in entire Northeast region, that is in Guwahati. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Harjit Barali from the Export Credit Guaranteed Corporation Limited, sharing in brief about the insurance coverage, about the export related things, and probably there may be losses, the damages in the transit, or whatever is the losses or the risks to be faced by the exporters. It can be taken care of by the ECGC. That's why I encourage all the exporters to kindly situate the provisions of ECGC and take the opportunities given by this ECGC, so that whatever is the risk associated in the exporting of the things, it can be covered very well. So if any one of you esteemed participants, if you are having questions, kindly note down, and we will be having together the question and answer session after the end of these presenters. So next, I would like to call upon Sri Mangsatabam Imo Meitei from Neramek. He will be just sharing on the topic role played by Neramek in facilitating and market linkages in exports of agricultural, horticultural products and the facilities that are available in the Northeast India. Over to Mr. Mangsatabam Imo Meitei, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, I am Imo Mangsatabam, currently serving in Neramek, Journal Office Manipur, as an officer in charge. My topic is on agriculture, horticultural produces, marketing linkages, and the facilities which Neramek has been providing in the Northeast. So I'll just say the definitions of the Neramek, Northeastern Regional Agricultural Marketing Corporations. Currently, it is under the Ministry of Donor, and the head office is at Guwahati, Rajbari Path. The function of a Neramek is to facilitate the agriculture and horticulture produces in the northeastern region. We have been facilitating this for the last many years, like even promoting the entrepreneurs who are associated with the agriculture and horticulture producers, and also facilitate in registering the GI products in the entire northeast states. Currently, in the context of Manipur, we have registered 2 products, that is kachai lemon and the black rice. So the kachai lemon and the black rice has been facilitated by the NERAMEC so as to promote the 2 products in the national and the international market. Coming back to the marketing linkages, we have been promoting the farmers under MOVCD NER. I have been seeing many of my FPOs, board of directors, chairmen over here, and they know better how we have been helping them out in exporting within India and outside to the other countries. Some I would like to mention is that we have able to export Manipur black rice to Europe just recently, some 12 months back, and we are also now been exporting the product of maize from Guwahati, Assam to Bangladesh. So when we are exporting the produces, there are some specifications. Specifications we need to know while we are exporting our produces. So FPOs is going to play a very keen role in exporting our produces from Manipur because Manipur itself, the farmers and associates are holding these agricultural areas in a very minute productions. So when we want to produce or market in the national market or some other good buyers, we do not understand the specifications required by the buyers. Like a buyer's specifications are very particular. Like when we want to sell a black rice, they always ask for the broken percentages, moisture contents, the way of packaging. So the farmers should really know and also update their knowledge in their products. Like when we want to market, the 4 things that is more important, that is product, price, and place promotion. So we should have a very strong knowledge about our product, what product we are going to sell, and what are the buyers requires, their specifications, and the pricing. Pricing plays a very important role. We have to know the market rate. The market rate which we think, when we produce, so I just say about the black rice or the ginger. So the market rate, comparing with the farm gate rate and the national rate and international market rate, there are quite differences. But we think that the market rate comparing to that is quite higher and we can get more profit earned from it. But that is not the true. There are a channel of distribution is there involved. So that is the factor, the Manipur black rice, when we see the black rice in Delhi, per kg it's around 200 to 250. But here, with the proper grading and all, we can get it at around 120 to 140 rupees. So that is how we have to know the market rate, the national market rate, international market rate. So there are many more platforms there which we can update ourselves with the national price levels. And also NERAMEC currently is helping out in creation of FPOs, farmer producer organizations, under the scheme 10,000 FPOs. So, and we have promoted 5 FPOs in Manipur, in 5 districts, and one exclusive FPO under, I should say, under the guidance of Madam Daina, who is Deputy Commissioner of Imphal is, she has promoted an FPO exclusively for the women farmer producer company. I think this is the first farmer producer company run, executed and functioned by the women. You know, all the board of directors, all the functionaries, farmers, all are women. And now they have started to implement their projects. One of the projects which I know is that they have started to plant an apple at Imphal East, 10 acres. So with and a variety it's HRMN 99. So they have started to plant that apples, and within 3 years, as per the expert says, within the 3 years they can started to harvest. So like that, the FPOs in Manipur is going to play, and also been playing, a very important role in marketing the Manipur agriculture, horticulture, any other crops or the produces. And e-auction, yes, indeed, we have practiced that e-auction. My fellow mates is there. So e-auctions help us to explore more these marketplaces, and if anyone in future wants to continue that e-auction of any other produces like cinnamon or ginger or anything, can please contact with the Neramek so that we can get the good buyers onto that. And online marketing, home delivery in Imphal and Guwahati. Neramek has been working at the peak time of COVID, at the first wave. So there was a problem in marketing from farm to the market, because all the marketing linkages, all the channels has been stranded in the way, and there has been a ban by the government. In that time, Neramet has done a small a marketing survey, or a practice I should say, regarding that delivery of vegetables to home, door-to-door marketing. So by connecting the direct farmers with the small geographical area of Imphal, but which we have noticed is that the agricultural produces are the fresh products. Since people has been practicing with the buying of fresh directly from the market, when the lockdown is open, the home delivery services of fresh produces has drastically declined. But at the time of that delivery, yes, there was a good numbers which we were able to deliver more than 6,000 customers in 3 months. That plays a very important role, and this is the sector. If there is any other entrepreneurs or agripreneurs, then online marketing will definitely play. This is the platform. This is the future platform for very retail producers, either is in packaging or in any other form. So, and some of the challenges I should say while we are exporting outside the Manipur, in the context of Manipur, no product specification. As I earlier mentioned, that there is no specifications when a buyer has put up a query, like what is the pricing, what is the specification, what is the grading. So there is no proper specifications that can mention till now I have seen, because the buyers are very specific with what they want and how they are going to put in the market. So this is how we have to groom ourselves with every FPOs or every farmers or entrepreneurs. And the major problem about the Manipur is lack of transportation. It's not only about Manipur also, it's about happening in all the northeastern states, that the village remote areas are facing a very huge problem and these transportations. So logistic is a very important role. And poor packaging, packaging earlier, a resource person has been spoken about the packaging, poor sorting and grading, as said, pricing, yes. And the last is about no proper channel of distributions. Our producers and the FPOs doesn't know the actual channel of promotions. There is channel of promotion which we need to maintain to maintain the momentum of our sales. How we have to put in the market. We have to know where we have to keep in touch. Like mandis, we were saying. E-Nam is there. So many other online platform is there. So this platform is also going to play the most important roles in the futures. So if the COVID again rises up, so this is the future. So our FPOs or the entrepreneurs or anyone should really practice this online distribution. And lastly, Neramek has been always facilitating the produces which are available and as per the market requires. So with these few points, I'll just sum up and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Imo Maite, for sharing very good insight about the practices taken up by Neramek, Northern Region Agricultural Marketing Corporation Limited under the Ministry of Donor. In fact, he has rightly pointed out about the product specifications and the grading. So whatever is the product we are having, we need to have a proper grading. And even the honey which we just harvest, it has to be graded. So that's why ECMARC, etc. So many agricultural quality grading systems are there. So we need to see to it. In fact, it definitely adds values in the exporting of these items. And there are various other challenges and probable areas, online marketing, logistics, etc. Even the home delivery systems could be another area of concern for expanding the market base of the agricultural producers. So it's really interesting. We need to see to it the proper intervention and proper support from the Neramek to many of the farmers in our regions too. We have last speaker for this first technical session. I call upon Mr. Dipankar Devnath. He is representing from the ICFC Bank. In fact, the Sri Biswajit Pathak, Deputy Vice President, because of his preoccupation, Mr. Dipankar Devnath will be sharing about the banking, because banking as such is an important component for any of the businesses to be flourished. Even for the export related activities, we need to do all the payment transactions through the banks. And while engaging with any of the foreign countries, then the transactions from the Indian currency to the foreign currencies, that all these things can be taken care of by the banking system. That's why the letter of credit system of doing the transaction and the whole sort of a formalization of the business, bank has to provide some sort of a support. So bank guaranteed, and the bank itself should be part of our export businesses. So that's why what could be the services rendered by the banks and what could be the support activities, including the credit facilities provided by the banks. ICFC Bank is taking a lead in the private sector segment, especially for the foreign exchange transaction, for the export promotion related activities. So what could be the benefits the banks will be providing to the exporters and entrepreneurs? We shall listen from Mr. Dipankar Devnath. So over to Mr. Dipankar for your presentation, please.
Thank you, sir. First of all, a very good afternoon to all the dignitaries on the dais, and our esteemed entrepreneurs. I am Dipankar Devnath from HDFC Bank. I will try to cover simplifying banking procedures in today's dynamic business environment. So let me first tell you, I will start from very basic things. Okay, there are certain entrepreneurs who has come here for they are doing business within India, and they are trying to expand their business to outside globally, correct? So if you want to export, then first question arises in your mind is that how to start the business, how to start the export. So for doing any export transaction or for doing any export business, bank plays a very vital role from the beginning to the end of the transaction, correct? So first of all, what you need to do, establish one organization. That can be a proprietorship firm, that can be a partnership firm, that can be a LLP, or that can be a private limited firm. After establishing your establishment, second thing you need to do is you need to obtain the PAN card. As per the income tax department, it is mandatory for all the business houses to have a valid PAN card, okay? And the third and most important thing is you have to open a current account in a AD1 bank. As on date, there are 106 AD1 bank in India. Okay, these AD1 bank are authorized to deal in foreign exchanges. Okay, after opening the current account, you need to obtain the IEC. As per foreign trade policy, it is mandatory for any exporter or any importer for doing any export business or maybe any import business for having the IEC. IEC is import export certificate, okay? So this IEC will be given by DGFT. Don't worry, this is the process. This process has been totally digitalized by DGFT side, okay? You can process the same from your home, from your premises, from your office, at anywhere. So you can get the IEC, that import export license, within same day. Maximum of the time you can get the license within same day, and the maximum turnaround time which is set by DGFT is 3 days, okay? So at the time of applying the IEC, you need bank certificate or cancel check. So whenever you have opened the current account in any AD bank, bank will provide you one certificate. If you didn't receive the check, then bank will provide you one certificate which will contain all your banking information like bank account number, bank address, along with your AD code, that is authorized dealer code of the bank, of the branch. Along with this, it will also include all the details of the proprietor, of the owners. Along with this bank certificate also verifies your signatures and the photographs, okay? After that, you are ready to go for applying the IEC. After having the IEC, you have to obtain the RCMC. RCMC means registration cum membership certificate. In India, I guess so, there are 14 export promotion councils are there who are trying to promote export. So if you want to, like FIO is one of the biggest export council out of the 14. So if you want to export any agricultural product, then you have to register yourself in APEDA. So what happens, what are the benefits that you will get if you are a member of any export promotion council? That is, there are certain duty drawbacks, there are certain incentives are there, okay? You can claim if you are a member of any export promotion council. So this is the process how to apply IEC, okay? You can note it down, and bank will provide, AD bank will provide the bank certificate or the cancel check. These are the contents of bank certificate which will be provided by the AD bank. So let's come to the export-import business. The overview of export-import business is like this. This has been regulated by DGFT. However, in the export-import trade, transaction in foreign exchange is involved, and such transactions are governed by Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999, under which Foreign Exchange Management Regulations 2000 were framed. Okay. Second is, now you are ready, you have the IEC, you have the all documentation, you are ready from a normal businessman, you are ready to expand your business to globally. Now the problem arises in front of you that from where you will get the customers, from where you will get the importers, correct? you don't know in which country or in which part that your product, that whichever it is the product, it is demandable, correct? As Kaushik sir from FIO has stated correctly that there are lots of potential or huge demand in Bangladesh of Manipuri products, okay? But to know the importers, to know about their creditworthiness, whether the importer is creditworthiness is good enough so that you can sell them a product or not. The Bangladesh High Commission along with ICC has came up with one website, that is www.indobanglatrade.com. If you log in on that particular website, you can get all the details of importers which are available in Bangladesh, okay? So you can use that to get the importers data, and along with this, FIO is also managing Indian Business Portal, where you can register yourself as a seller, and you can also enlist your all the products. You can open the digital store there for free, okay? Apart from this, there is another app, that is Niryat Mitra app, which has been developed by FIO, where you can get all the details, like whenever suppose you are trying to export ginger, then what are the benefits you will claim, you can avail in ginger, that can be ready made available in that Niryat Mitra app. And the second and the most important point aspects while you are exporting is that there are total 10 aspects which needs to be determined, which needs to be examined at the time of doing any kind of export. First one is sampling. Providing customized samples as per the demands of foreign buyers help in getting export orders. As per Foreign Trade Policy 2015 to 2020, exports of bona fide trade and technical samples of freely exportable items shall be allowed without any limit, okay? Second one is denomination of exports contract. All export contracts and invoices shall be denominated either in freely convertible currency or INR, but the export proceeds shall be realized in freely convertible currency. Third one is pricing and costing. The price should be worked out taking into consideration all expenses from sampling to realization of export proceeds on the basis of terms of sale. Terms of sale means International Chamber of Commerce has mandated 11 Incoterms, that is international terms and condition for doing the exports, where the responsibility of the buyer and seller has been determined, okay? Like free on board. Free on board, it's called FOB. Second one is cost, insurance and freight, that is CIF, and cost and freight, CF, okay? Goal of establishing export costing should be to sell maximum quantity at competitive price with maximum profit margin. Fourth one is payment term. Suppose you have discovered one customer in Bangladesh where you are going to sell 100 kgs of ginger. So against this condition, you will be raising, as an exporter, you will be raising one pro forma invoice to the importer in Bangladesh. Against this invoice, what will do? Importer will go to his importing bank and collect and applies for sending the application, sending the letter of credit to the exporter's bank. Once the LC received in our bank, that means in exporter's bank, will advise that particular LC and informs the exporter that we have received so and so LC from that so and so party in Bangladesh, from Bangladesh bank. Now you can start the shipment. Now you have started the shipment. After sending all the documents, you have to submit the bill of export, the transport documents, that lorry receipt, bill of lading, all the things in bank within 21 days. As per RBI, all the export documents need to be submit in the bank within 21 days after completing the export. Okay, if there is any delay and the reason is quite justifiable, then RBI has also allows the bank to process the transaction without taking any prior approval from RBI. And the fifth one is custom house agent. So exporters may avail services of custom house agents licensed by the Commissioner of Customs. They are professionals and facilitate work connected with clearance of cargo from the customs. Sixth one is mandatory documents for export of goods from India. As I have already mentioned, that once you have completed your shipment, that these are the mandatory documents like bill of lading, airway bill, or lorry receipt or postal receipt. Second one is commercial invoice, packing list. Third one is shipping document and bill of export. These are the mandatory documents which need to be submitted within 21 days to the bank for collection of that particular LC. Seventh one is custom procedures. No goods can be exported without clearance of export consignment by customs, which issues the let export order after filing the shipping bill. Eighth one is submission of export documents to bank. As I have already mentioned, within 21 days from the date of export, exporter should lodge the copy of EDF together all the relative documents and extra copy of invoices to the bank for processing the transaction. Ninth one is the mode of payment. Once you have made an LC, in LC the terms and condition of making the payment is already been established. Okay, so as per the mode of payment that has been already there in LC, bank will send the instructions to remitting bank for clearing the export proceeds. And the last and final one is realization of export proceeds. Once all the documents has been sent to the LC opening bank, then LC opening bank will re-verify all the documents and send the export proceeds to our, that is exporters bank. Exporter bank will credit the same to exporters account. That is the main 10 important aspects while you need to keep on mind while exporting. This is the overview how trade and its transaction workflow. One seller sends the good to buyer. Buyer's bank will debit the buyer's account and sends the payment to seller's bank, and seller's bank will credit the same amount to seller's account. This is the overview of the transaction, how trade works. So there are total 5 methods of international settlements, where the top consignment involves highest risk to the exporters, and the last one, advance payment, involves the lowest risk to the exporter. So in northeastern region, so as a exporter, as you all be exporting the goods, as a banker we will suggest you to only choose those mode of methods where you will be having a lower risk. The last two, that is first one is letter of credit and the second one is advance payment, where you will be having a lower risk of getting the payment. Okay, then if you receive any LC, that is letter of credit, against any export invoice or any sales contract, that means this LC guarantee you for making the payment by the bank, not by the purchaser, okay, buyer. And in case of advance payment, you will be having one terms and condition with the buyer, that buyer will makes you the payment first, then you will ship the goods. Then in that scenario you don't have any kind of risk. You can easily receive the payment first, then you can already transport the goods. But after transporting the goods, you have to submit all the documents like shipping bills, bill of exports, bills of exchange, in banks within 21 days or maybe within 3 months. So now, what is the LC? A letter of credit is a document guarantees the buyer's payment to the sellers. It is issued by a bank and ensures timely and full payment to the seller. If buyer is unable to make such payment, bank covers the full or remaining amount on behalf of the buyer. The best thing about the LC is that if this is a site LC, and once the LC has been issued by the importer's bank to exporter, if any issue arises in between the transaction without your prior approval or without the concern, without taking the concern of exporter, the LC cannot be transferred to another exporter. Okay, at that once it has been issued, then the importer's bank and also the exporter bank need to take confirmation from the existing exporter to take any changes, to made any changes in that particular LC. This will be a guarantee to the seller for the payment, and this guarantee will be given by the buyer's bank, not by the buyers. In international market, the main problem is that you don't know personally, or you don't have any connection personally with the international buyers, correct? So in that case, if you have find some person or some organization which are more creditworthy, which are having more creditworthiness, and they are providing you a guarantee that if any bad thing happens or if any fraudulent activity happens, on behalf of the buyer will make you the payment, then it will be a very much easier side for you to make the payment and make the shipment. Okay, so in as I have already told you that in northeastern region from Bangladesh, and you can also tell in Germany also, we are mainly using these two type of export services. First one is export against advance payment, and second one is export bill correction. So let me tell you a little brief about the export against advance payment. The exporter might require the buyer overseas to make advance payment for the imports before exporting. Let me give you an example. In West Bengal, there is one location named Manipur. Okay, so there is one temple where all the devotees are going and they cut their hairs. So what the local association does is that they collect all the hairs, they modify it, they make it a quality so that they can export it, and there is a huge demand in China for the human hair. So as they can find the demand, so they can directly claim that I can send you the goods, but first you need to make us the payment. So in that scenario, that exporter don't have any kind of risk. First they will receive the payment, after receiving the payment they will send the goods. As they have the demand and they know where they need to send the goods, then you can also actually process such kind of transaction. Okay, and the second one is export bill collection. When the exporter exports the goods overseas, we ensure faster collection process for all the exporters' export bills through vast network of our corresponding banks, provided all necessary documents are in place. These are the certain documents which needs to be submitted in the bank after completing your export shipment. So this is the sample how actually letter of credit works. First of all, one sale agreement or any sale contract will be raised by the exporter to the importer, and against this sales contract, importer will go to the importer's bank for issuing one LC. Issuing bank will issue the letter of credit to the buyer's bank. After checking all the creditworthiness, all the terms and conditions, bank will advise those particular LC, and advising letter will be sent to the exporter that we have received your particular LC with such and such conditions. We are okay with the conditions. Please process. Then after taking the confirmation from bank, you will start the shipment. After doing the shipment, what you will do? You will submit all the export documents in bank within 21 days, and bank will send the documents to importer's bank. After that, importer bank will release the payment, and then exporter bank will credit the amount to your account. So there is another problem while doing export. Suppose from last 10-15 days there is a war, okay, and we all know there is a war, there is a global pandemic is going on due to the war. But in that scenario, exporters are the most benefited. How? That dollar rate has been increased from last, if you check from last 3 months, 5 to 7 rupees has dollar rate has been increased. So if you think, if you have any sales contract and you have already received any LC with the prior rate, suppose you have made a sales agreement with the importer with a dollar rate of 65 and with a dollar rate of 65 and the dollar value will be 100. Now if you receive the $100, you will be receiving 75 against 70, as the INR value is 75, you will be receiving the 7,500, correct? So there is a, in this scenario, there is a very positive impact for the exporters, but there might be any scenario that in future upcoming 2 or 3 months, after 2 or 3 months, the dollar rate goes down, correct? Now it's around 75 to 77 or 78, and after 3 months it might go down to 69 or 70. So then also you can avail the benefits from this kind of scenario. How? So this, for getting the benefits, hedging is the one tool which will help you. Under hedging, for exporters there is forward contracts. Okay, a forward contract is an agreement between the two parties, that is bank and the customer, to buy or to sell the underlying asset in currency market. The customers, that means the exporters, can lock into an exchange rate to buy or sell the foreign currency for a future date at a pre-agreed rate. That means, suppose you have booked $1 lakh today at the rate of 75, and you have told bank that you will be utilizing this particular $1 lakh after 4 months. So what happened is that after 4 months you see that market rate has been come down from 75 to 65. That means you have a average 10 rupees per dollar extra, correct? So in this kind of scenario, you can avail this forward contract and you can gain from such extreme conditions. These are the documents which are required at the time of doing the forward contracts. And this is why HDFC Bank. First of all, I would like to say one thing. In India, every HDFC branch is enabled for doing any kind of trade transaction. Suppose you have received any export payment, advance payment, export advance payment, there is one portal in net banking. You can provide directly disposable instruction to credit the amount in your account from your home. You need not to come to the branch, you need not to go to the any offices, or you need not to worry about it. Okay. Trade services has been offered across all branches. We have highly trained sales managers to handle all your trade requirements, and also we have dedicated treasury teams. If you need any advices from treasury, then we can arrange a particular call from treasury so that they can help you out about the future and the past. They can predict you. Okay, so it is very much easy for you to do the business. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sir Dipankar Devnath. In fact, you have extensively mentioned about the export documentation procedure and the various other terms to be used, the Incoterms, the harmonic systems code, and also the various other aspects about the hedging of the foreign currencies and dealing with the authorized dealers of the branches where foreign currencies could be handling. And in fact, the most important component is about the LC trading, for which the one bank is needed. That's why ICFC is providing a whole lot of benefits about the LC kind of a trading for a safer exporting activities. And of course, there may be various other aspects too. In fact, it's really interesting, and all the exporters are supposed to understand these nitty-gritty terms. Even identifying the ICS code is very, very important. Even the rice, what sort of a rice, the product, then different categories. All these things are to be understood by the exporters to the best extent. So with that, we have got so much of insights from the 4 important panelists from different areas. So I would like to now open the floor for the brief interaction, because lunch is also waiting for us. That's why I don't want to spend much time, but at least any one of the entrepreneurs or the exporters, if you have any queries related to these presentations, so kindly just make your questions or queries. So please introduce your name and your organization first, then make a questions to any one of the panel members. Yes, the floor is open for the discussion, please. Yes, any volunteers? Yeah, someone is asking question? Okay, yeah. Please introduce your name first and then be to the point of the question. Yes.
I have a question for Mr. Rishubatam sir of packaging.
Okay, packaging, yeah.
Sir, you have told us about these wooden crates.
Yeah.
So I want to know any kind of fumigation is required for those wooden, and how to do this
Yeah,
fumigation process.
if you will go to any industry, most of the major big industry, they are doing the fumigation as per ISPM 15. Fumigation they are doing, and after that wooden fumigation, then they are manufacturing the pellets, like as the Shankar Patel sir is there, pellet packaging and all things there. After that is the few companies, small, they are not doing the fumigation. So we have developed in the Mumbai is the testing center, the fumigation is done as per ISPM standard. Because few countries not asking without fumigation certificates, any wood types of packaging material.
So only a few countries are requesting the fumigated woods
Yeah.
crates.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But major industry, they are thinking कि every country, so they are going on the ISPM 15.
Okay.
Because when I was in Hyderabad, the 2 industries there, they are manufacturing the wooden box and all things is there, because mostly wooden box is used in the explosive materials. So they are using the fuming and all things. That time they told, sir, few countries don't asking the such type of the certificate, but we are giving to all things is regular practices there.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, sir.
Any other queries? Yeah.
My name is Bharat Mitay, and I have one question regarding the export and import. And we do some import from the China for the past many years, and we buy electronics items and all the solar component from China directly. So after some years, we are not able to import from the China because of the some ministry problem or something like that. So, but from mainland like Kolkata, they are doing that business. For us, we are not able to do the business. So what is going? Even the even the transport from the Thailand, like the clothing, the shoes, everything is banned in here. So I am directly questioning the Federation of Indian Export. Why it's going on again? Because we can directly buy from the mainland like Hyderabad and Delhi, but not directly we buy from China. Last time it was we buy from China directly, but now it's banned. And also the trade between the More, it's not permissible to us for transporting the electronics items. So can you do a suggestion to our CM what is going on, so that we can expedite our export or import from China. Because whatever we sell in the Amazon, 70% is come from China itself. And so we are eating like, not like this, we are eating like this. So can you do some suggestion in our CM so that we can export our business and further we can improve our business? Thank you.
Okay, this is one question not addressed to any one of the, this fund panel members. Okay, your viewpoint is well taken. In fact, it's a matter of Government of India policy, what could be the necessary things to be taken up, from which country, what to buy, what not to buy, etc. Yes, we are just contemplating to have this ICP, this fund, More could be fully operationalized and do the normal trades, and also even the transit trade and third-party countries trading through Myanmar, etc. These are some of the areas of concern that we can just put up. And in fact, in the next technical session, we have a presentation from Mr. S.K. Ganti, Customs Office, ICP More. So that is one part. And of course, the Government of India is making so much of, this one restriction, but it keeps on changing. Yes, it is all right. Even for the tourism too, many people can come in India, but in Manipur, people from China and Bangladesh, Pakistan and Afghanistan, they cannot come. But other day, even the Myanmar people also cannot come without the inner line, without the this one, the permission from the PAP, that's the protected area permits. So that's why even in this kind of a export business too, we have some sort of a handicap over here, whereas we know there is a huge investment from the Chinese company to Gujarat or various other countries, even in the solar panels, etc. We know it. And why not equitable treatment in the state of Manipur and the northern region? That is one aspect. Maybe there may be some other reasons from the others' point of view that I don't want to discuss much, but we definitely love to put up these things, and concerned ministries or the concerned trade bodies can just look into these things, how far it can be feasibly operationalized in the state of Manipur, and the maximum benefit can be percolated down to different sections of the society, and overall export activities and entrepreneurial things can be come up to the fullest extent. So that's why we see to it that aspect, not only in China, even various other countries like South Korea or Thailand, or for that matter, the Vietnam is coming up as a part of the global value chain in the manufacturing sector. So that's why can we just think of linking the entire state of northern region as a part of the India's manufacturing hubs to be developed as a component of the global value chain. That is what we need to address it well for the policy makers and the policy framers. Yes, we can see to it that can be discussed in the relevant forum. Thank you so much. Is there any other queries for that matter? Yeah, one or two questions we can take up because it is already delayed and we will be just winding it up. Yeah, anybody please raise.
The last speaker, I forgot the name. It was told that there are two portals where we could.
Mr. Dipankar, yeah, okay.
We could sell online, but I have my product and I can upload it. But then, suppose if a buyer comes, like I'm selling herbal products, so if a buyer comes and comes with a request, and I am not prepared with the documentation. So, what is the right time to upload my products to these portals?
See, actually the portal is being made only to felicitate as an exporter to find the importers. Okay, this type of platform doesn't gives you any kind of guarantee that importers will make you the payments and the importers are more credit worthy. They are only for information. You can collect only the information, like you have any product, where to sell the products, how to find the importers, in which country this particular product is demand. Only for these purposes you can use this particular portal which has been managed. First one is India Trade is managed by FIO, and second one the Bangla Trade is being recently, before 3 months or 4 months back, Bangladesh High Commission along with ICC, Indian Chamber of Commerce, has inaugurated particular this platform to felicitate the exporters of Northeast to find out the perfect importers or find out the perfect products so that they can sell it in global market. Okay.
So finally, even though I don't have, I mean, I am undergoing some process for IU certification. So I think without that I cannot export. But now, I mean, at this stage, I can upload for getting information whether they are buyer outside for my products then.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
And I mean, that means whatever you had said, I am eligible to upload my products there in the portal to find out whether there are buyers.
No,
I mean,
yeah, in
just for the information.
Yeah. I can tell you, in Indian portal that has been managed by FIO, here you can open your digital shop, you can enlist your product, and you can also register yourself as a seller. Okay, and there are participants from 194 other countries who can register themselves as a seller, as a buyer, so that you can manage, you can actually get to know about the product and about the market, that where you can sell the product. So that is the thing.
Okay, I'm eligible to upload it now. Even
Yeah, you are eligible. Yes.
Though I'm not, I mean, prepared for the export, I can get information from there now.
Sorry, what's it?
Can I add something in this?
Thank you.
Yes, it is already said that we have one session for the e-commerce, retail exporting, etc. And in fact, as an exporter, you have to keep your eyes and ears open. There are so many websites where you can just upload your products, and at the same time, you can also find out who could be your potential customers or buyers in different countries. So that's why a little bit of this one homework is required for making your product reach to different countries. Okay, so that's why international business or international marketing is one area which you can just have it, but at the same time, PO under one single roof is trying to provide all lot of a benefit as a one point in the India portals. Okay, thank you. Is there any more? Last question? Okay, yes.
I'm afraid if I could not get the privilege for the next session to raise this question, I would like to put across this question to the Department of Naramak. That is Sri Mangshatampam Imumitai, right?
Okay.
So
yes.
Here my question is like I'm Cape on a proprietor of steel traders. What we do is we are doing the handloom products. We do have our own cotton farming. We do grow our own cotton, that is organic cotton. So I would like to raise the question like how do we get organic certification? Is it similar to those of consumable products? They are the same, or we do have different channel where we can register organic certification for the textile department for the handloom products? Yeah.
Regarding the organic certifications, there are different bodies is there, but one of which I know regarding the organic certifications about agriculture and horticulture crop is OneCert is there. So OneCert has been one of the organizations. They are helping our farmers in Manipur to get registered with the organic certifications. And there is also a particular specifications is there that 3 years you should not use any insecticide, pesticides, or the processing unit should be done like that. So there is norms is there. I think that point you should be consulting with this OneCert Mr. Ibomcha. His name is Ibomcha.
In which department?
No, it's not a department. It's just an organization. They are the body that gives the organic certifications.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I think AMIA also can take note of these questions, and we can just provide these benefits to the potential exporters about the organic certification. There are different other agencies providing organic certification, maybe on the soil, on the product, or even the milk which we are just getting from the cows. We want organic milk today. So that's why there are different processes of doing the certification. We have to see to it. I believe there are so many other freelance individuals who can just provide the help, and at the same time, you can also look forward to having the organic certification of your soil or the product or any other related things. So I believe AMIA can just extend full cooperation in this regard too. Okay, thank you so much. We will be having one more session after the lunch, so that's why we can have a lunch break for some time, and we'll be coming back again at 2:30. So 2:30 is a little bit, so this one let's try to be a little bit fast, and then let's come back, and then we'll continue the next technical session. Till then, bye-bye. Thank you everyone. Oh,